All right, so since unknown is meta, we might as well use Nagato's favorite character, and that is my boy Data ZAHARD from Tower of God collab, man. This character was an interesting pick in terms of a Tower of God because this guy was supposed to be the character that was the mainline character for that pretty much collab, but unfortunately he had the drawback of having blue buffs, which we all know, man, the horror stories. Everybody just popped a Rimuru or a Esterosa, and this guy was pretty much useless. But since now we have characters like HEL, which or unknown, which have kind of dominated the meta, forcing demons out of the meta, the only problem he ever is going to see is probably a Rimuru, which I'm not gonna lie to you, most of the times I see Rimuru, he's a backline character, so the front line is decent for us right now, so we get to perform pretty well. So we're going to be obviously using Data ZAHARD. Again, he's a character who wants to be at low HP, and that allows him to pretty much nuke. So we're going to be using this team featuring HEL, Gother, and Green Camilla. Now, again, Gother is going to be feeding us rank ups for our Data ZAHARD. So when he hits with his gold card, he's going to go crazy. Like, I'm talking, he's going to do something. You would have thought this man was a festival in terms of the numbers he's going to perform with. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, make sure you guys like and subscribe again, and comment down below more teams I should try out in PvP, and I'll see what I can do. All right, we got a HEL team. Yeah, once I saw HEL, I'm like, okay, this gotta be a real person. Usually I just end up ranking up on my ZAHARD, and then I usually target Merlin. Just because, again, with Merlin, the lower her HP is, the less damage she gonna deal, usually. And good thing is ungeared, so she can't heal as much as she would in gear PvP. He's rocking Rimuru in the back, isn't he? Like, you can just tell when players are rocking like Rimuru, bro, because you don't see no buffs or anything on none of the characters. So he has Rimuru backline most likely. So I'm probably going to he's not gonna kill me, which is actually perfect. So we're probably gonna attack with ZAHARD pretty soon. Because the good thing about ZAHARD is that he cleanses those debuffs. Yep, that is definitely Rimuru. So yeah, usually with me, I kind of keep I usually just keep his character alive. All right, let's go for this. I think this is going to kill. Yeah, because we want to force the buffs on him, and then lower his Merlin HP as much as possible. We want to keep Merlin alive as much as possible. We want to keep Merlin alive, and that's because we can eventually kill off Milim with our AoE from ZAHARD. Remember, we still got our retrogression buff available, so then we're gonna get our attack boost pretty soon. Okay. Hey, infects me. Again, he's trying to guarantee I have like literally no HP for the next turn. I mean, that kind of helps me as well too. Because again, how much did we did? Like 34? Or something like that. Yeah. Like I said before, that kind of helps me out a little bit. So we're just gonna go for this. I miss a crit? Since when? This is actually terrible. Usually I don't miss the crit on HEL. But he lost regardless. GG. And he has Rimuru, so reveal the Rimuru. Is either Rimuru or Yiwa? Ah, see, Rimuru. It's usually those two options. Either is Rimuru or it is Yiwa. And he stole my crown buff. That's tough. Stole my crown buff. Yeah, you're not killing off HEL. So yeah, he's pretty much dead right here. Yeah, he's pretty much dead. Cause this gonna hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This gonna hurt. Obviously, he took my buffs away, but it's all right. This is ZAHARD versus Rimuru. Yep. GG, my boy. See, that's why I didn't want to kill off his entire team right away, because I knew, seeing his not have no buffs, that he had Rimuru in the backline, so his damage was going to be a lot weaker. All right, so let's do some shenanigans with Data ZAHARD. Again, with Data ZAHARD, you pretty much want to try to build up your gold cards. Remember, on his second buff, this is where he's able to pretty much guarantee crit on a single target. And then his third buff, which is the crown, he deals high amounts of damage with that AoE. Usually you want to be at the lowest amount of HP possible, so you can pretty much nuke with that AoE, because then you're able to crit. I think you have like a higher chance of critting per diminished HP, so it's very likely for you to crit during that moment. And the cool thing about the second buff is that he's unable to die, so you can have moments where pretty much you have not just one, but all three of your characters pretty much unable to die for a turn, because again, you get that retrogression buff for like 2 turns. So if ZAHARD is unable to be killed, you now have Gother, who is now back alive too, to give you an extra additional rank up. So that is really, really nice for your team. So we're just gonna keep setting up rank ups for our Data ZAHARD. Remember, I said on this second buff you are guaranteed a crit, so we're gonna kill Millum. And the good thing about this is that obviously, because of Gother is boosting up our pierce rate and stuff like that as well, for like silver and gold cards, kind of allow us to increase our damage dealt as well too. And the reason why you want to put the retrogression buff on Millum is because she technically is dead, right? She is technically dead, so even if she gets a 1 damage tick, you still can kill her, especially if her HP is already at 1 because you infected or something. She dies regardless. So unless it's some way where you don't have her HP low, she's pretty much gonna be dead. So let's say right now I go for my gold AoE with Data ZAHARD. She's gonna technically die right there, because again, she is stuck at 1 and HEL is not there alive to pretty much keep her at that blue buff. So watch as we go AoE, and Millum is gonna be pretty much dead right here. Yep. So Millum is gonna be pretty much dead, even with that 1 damage tick, because she is literally stuck at 1 HP at that point. And then we just got rid of Merlin. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty much GG. I'm assuming he doesn't have a good backline. Yeah, he has Rimuru, which does nothing for him at this point. That's why I like kind of seeing if a person is using Rimuru or not, or if you see buffs pop up, because that means you should try to nuke like 3 characters or 2 of his characters, just so you can prevent them from countering you. Because obviously Rimuru backline, Yua backline are very good at countering. Usually the one you really would hate to face is if you kill a character 1 by 1, is probably Rimuru. Yua is okay, because obviously you can ignore Yua with this team because you have 2 characters who have single targets, and then you know HEL doesn't really deal that much damage. Usually the one you really want to worry about is Rimuru. So if you facing a team where you suspect a Rimuru or Yua backline, try to kill off 2 or all 3 of the characters, because again, you will struggle if you kill a character 1 by 1. That's from my experience when playing the current PvP. Is like, look at this, he doesn't even kill. That lets you know that he pretty much has no good backline. Pretty much, it means his backline is usually either gonna be Yua or Rimuru. Again, sometimes they switch it up and put like Marilli or something, but for majority of the time, it's Yua or Rimuru. And then, like I said before, because we have the retrogression buff, we are unable to be killed. Same goes for Gother. If Gother somehow ends up dying, he will get that retrogression buff. And with Data ZAHARD's own buff, he cannot fall below 1 HP, so he won't get the retrogression buff regardless anyways. And you can see Gother right there with the retrogression buff, kind of allowing me to have an extra turn to rank up, which sometimes is beneficial because again you can cleanse. And like I said before, since we had the lowest HP, this is where he is able to deal high amounts of damage. And we're gonna ult as well too. And again, ulting also gives you a buff that prevents you from dying. So this is pretty much like an undying team, the way it's being played. So again, you can't stop this. All right, you cannot stop this. Obviously, if you somehow get Rimuru in the front already, you can probably beat my team because you're still in my buffs. And like we see before us, this guy is rocking Yua. And like I said before, Yua isn't a bad character. Yua is like a character where you gotta watch out for, because remember Yua has that flame reflect shield. So if you hit her super hard, you're gonna take 50% damage. So let's say if I hit her for, I don't know, like god dang 3 million, she is still gonna be alive, and then she gonna hit you back for 1.5 million. You see the problem here? So you want something where you ult where you don't die, which is my HEL ult you see me rush for, or use a character who has a very weak attack like a Gotha, which you saw me do first turn. You kind of just don't want to like nuke her, right? You don't want to ult her. You don't want to use no crazy powerful gold card. You want to use cards that is like a bronze card that kind of allows you to not kill, because you will take 50% of that you will take 50% of that of the damage, the reflect damage, and that could kill you. And that's why I said be careful. But yeah, as you can see, he doesn't have his shield no more because we hit him 4 times. Remember, Yua loses her shield once you hit her 4 times. Some people always ask like, how do you get rid of Yua? You want to hit her with the weakest cards possible 4 times, or cards that won't let you die, and you'll be good. Because there's also a secret mechanic when it comes to Yua flame shield as well too, and that is if her reflect kills a character, you technically didn't attack her. So let's say it's 4 hits. Like I said before, it's 4 hits. You hit her with her ultimate. All right, we talking a 10 million ultimate damage, right? And she kills you with that 5 million or 50% reflect damage. Guess what now? Now you still back at 4 because again, her reflect killed you. That's why I say her reflect kind of got a secret mechanic where even if you did attack her but you died, it doesn't count. Again, it's weird. Like this guy is using ult rush, but like I said before, the good thing about us is that we're using a team that does have single targets, so we're not AoE reliant. A lot of people like to use this cheese fraudulent team because again, a lot of players like to ult rush, but not ult rush, AoE spam, because they probably rocking like an LR Milim or Lolly Merlin. So you want to be very, very careful. And it's also good right here too, because I already know from looking at his team, he probably has a Yua or Rimuru backline because he's not getting no buffs. Again, most of the time you play PvP, you might see fraudulent ult rush a lot, and that's because HEL promotes go second teams, which a lot of players, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of players, it'd be kind of mixy sometimes with players, because one moment people be like, yo man, I hate PvP, man, everything is go first, and then you instantly win, and then they give you finally a go second type of team and like, oh my god, fraudulent is so cringe, bro, like all you doing is just ult rushing, man, so cringe. Like bro, what do you want? All right, you complain that you can't win because you didn't go first. Now you have a go second team and now you complain that you have to deal with cringe fraudulent. Like what is it, man? Did you want to win or did you not want to win? Going second. And dang, did y'all see how much damage I did with Data ZAHARD? I'm over ranting and stuff like that. But y'all see my point here? Like people will talk about like, oh my god, like fraudulent is so cringe, bruh, but you're winning going second, which is crazy, man. Like I said before, we just need, in terms of Yua, is a character that does not die or a weak attack, which technically Gother can provide because Gother has a retrogression, so he will technically not die right here. So that means you can hit Yua twice without having to deal with any repercussion. And we're probably gonna end up stalling her out regardless, because again, we are using a rank up team, so we could accidentally deal high amounts of damage. That's why you see I'm only trying to go for weaker single targets that are from Gother. And the good thing for us is that we do own we do have Data ZAHARD single targets, so we don't have to go after, we don't have to AoE or anything like that. We can just go after HEL with our single target and call it a day. And my stats are looking pretty good right now. So we go for this, and we're just gonna go for that. I'm probably not gonna attack. I'm just gonna probably rank up just to empty out some cards. And we're probably just gonna move cards. Because again, we don't want to deal high amounts of damage on Yua, because we don't want to accidentally kill ourselves. Because sometimes it do happen. You think that, you think to yourself, oh, I'm gonna do a weak damage, and then boom, you're hitting for a million. You're like, what? And then boom, you're dead. So again, with my Data ZAHARD ultimate, it will give us a passive, or not passive, a buff that will allow us to remain at 1% HP. So now this is just GG. Now I can just spam attack cards without any worry. And he pretty much lost now. Yep. All right, let's see how much damage we do. Because again, we should be pretty low right now. There we go. 1.3 million on one character, bro. That is crazy. Obviously, we got also crit damage boost right there. But 1.3 million on one character is actually insane. All right, we got a Ragnarok comp. Okay. If I could take a guess, this man has dodge food, so I'm gonna just build up on my HEL as much as possible right here. Then I can pretty much guess he's gonna be dodge food. And the unfortunate thing of him rocking Ragnarok is that he has damage cap. Yep, dodge food. So I guess his balls are just gonna keep building up. Dang, we literally took like half his HP on Ragnarok DN. And obviously she's a character with the red Tarmia link. It looked like HEL did really good damage to her, so she's gonna be dead next turn. Or oh, he's using Ragnarok DN, so she can remove my buffs low key. That is kind of tough. Yeah, I just thought about it for a second. I'm like, wait, he's gonna try to remove my buffs, isn't he? You know what I could end up doing right here though? I could be toxic, low key. Because remember, we don't die right here. Like obviously the only thing is gonna be issue is his damage cap. And then we just go for this. Kind of setting up for our ZAHARD. Yep. Remember, we don't die to the counter. Okay. And then this should break his counter. That didn't break his counter? What the? Bro, I was literally banking on that breaking his counter, bro. I haven't forced his retrogression on anybody yet. That is actually bad for us. Okay, he goes for HEL for whatever reason. She has the red Tarmia link. So we'll see what he does right here. Again, the only issue is that he has freaking damage cap, bruh. So I think what I'm gonna end up having to do is probably spam. Yeah, because you're low on HP. We're gonna spam this and this. Because we low on HP, so our crit chance is higher now. Yep. And again, okay. We got it on DN. That's actually perfect because DN is trash. So GG. Yeah, nice try though. I'm gonna guess you got like what? Nah, he has Nanashi. He has Nanashi. I'm about to say Rimuru. Nah, he had Nanashi because of the buffs. But yeah, that's probably gonna be my last video or last match. So hopefully you guys enjoy me using Data ZAHARD. Again, he's a pretty fun character whenever he gets set up to pretty much crit, because you gotta make sure he has super low HP, which sometimes you do get because again people spam Lolly Merlin and Milim, so it's very easy to get that low HP at the very end to nuke. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe again. Just really guys, I'm out. Peace.